YouTube, what's good? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Of course, as you got one more time, Dedrick L. Hicks Jr., my Smell Good family. What's going on, y'all? I hope everything is going well. And I know why you here. Yup. Yeah. Yeah. You here listen to me talk about that smell good. All right. So I love talking about the smell good. So I'm glad you guys are here to watch another video and to chop it up with me, man, down in the comments. I really appreciate that. All right. So how can you be a part of the Smell Good family? So hit subscribe, like this video, and that's it. And we can talk about whatever you want to talk about down in the comments, man, about these fragrances. I'm for it all. Okay. So today's video is based around the fragrances I wore the most this fall or winter or just cold weather season. Where I'm in Florida, it's starting to get warm. We still got our cool mornings and cool evenings, but we're getting 80-degree weather on a consistency over the past couple of weeks. So springtime is almost here, and where I'm at in Florida, when springtime arrives, it's hot. It's hot, and summer is very, very, very close. So I don't think I'm going to get a chance to wear my cold weather fragrances that much longer. And I just went ahead and said, hey, let's go ahead and throw the video out there of the fragrances I wore the most during the cooler weather season. So let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, so I got some real good ones here. Let's start off with this one right here. I wore this a lot. You're going to be able to see the dent in this for real. From the House of Guerlain. All right, we have L'Homme Ideal, the EDT. L'Homme Ideal, the EDT. Got a nice little dent in there. Of course, that almond creamy note in the core that's in this thing is so prominent here, but it's accompanied by, orange blossom, kind of like a cherry feel, like a cherry leather feel in this fragrance. I go back and forth. Which one is my favorite? Is it the EDP or is it this one? And lately I've been leaning towards this one. So much so I'm ordering the 5-ounce backup bottle to have on deck because I really want this for the rest of my life. Definitely a top 5 all time. The EDP is fantastic, but I've been gravitating more towards this. I don't know if it's because it's more versatile friendly compared to the EDP, which I wear on dates, or I wear it to the office. I will wear it somewhere where I'm gonna be stepping. Y'all know what I mean, stepping. Yeah, y'all know what I mean. But this one right here is very, very, very prominent in the cold weather this fall, this winter. I have spent a lot of time with this. And I don't know if I did a full review. I know I did the first impressions on it, but if I haven't, best believe a full review is coming on this for sure. From the House of Guerlain, we have L'Homme Ideal, the EDT. The EDT. Great stuff here. Love it. All right. Next up, from the House of Givenchy, from the coveted Gentleman line, which I love, we have Givenchy Gentleman, the EDP. Man, probably my favorite cool weather fragrance of the year. Probably. I mean, this stuff is amazing. It is a monster, man. The way that iris and that tonka bean and that vanilla do their thing, it's so intoxicating, so mesmerizing, so sexy. I really, really, really enjoyed this fragrance this fall and this winter. I wore it a lot. I wore it in different scenarios, and this is for life. I'll always have a bottle of Gentleman Givenchy EDP. I'd have to have it. I mean, at this point, if this stuff was $200, I'd pay that for this. That's just me. I really love this fragrance that much. And like I said, that iris is a beautiful iris in this, accompanied by the tonka bean and the vanilla. It just does a beautiful job. You can just smell it right off the atomizer. So much depth, so much body, great performance. This stuff did me well in the cool air this past season, in the fall and winter. Just great. Love it. If you don't have it, get it. Okay? Get it. All right. So one more time, from the House of Givenchy, from the Gentleman line, you got the EDP. EDP, great stuff. Great stuff. Love it. All right. Up next. I think I didn't say how many we had today. We had 2. We have 6. All right, 6. All right. Up next, from the House of Bentley. All right. Fan favorite in the fragrance community. We have Bentley for Men Intense. Y'all know about this one, man. A powerful leather fragrance with some sweetness. Lasts all day long. I absolutely enjoy and adore this stuff. I got this a little late in the season, believe it or not. I had not had a bottle of Bentley for Men Intense, but as soon as I got it, I wore it the next day and the day after that. And it's something that was on repeat since I've had this. And this has definitely been a go-to, especially when I don't have time to, think about it, and I just want something that smells good. I know it's going to perform, and it's going to do well in those cooler scenarios. This didn't let me down. Bentley for Men Intense is an excellent fragrance, and I suggest everybody who's watching this video have a bottle of this. Great quality stuff for a cheap price. You can get a bottle of this right now for $30. $30, and you will not regret it. It is fantastic. And don't be scared of the leather. Don't be scared of the leather. It's a nice leather accompanied by some sweetness. It's really, really, really good. From the house of Bentley, we have Bentley for Men Intense. Bentley for Men Intense. Love this stuff. Love it. All right. Next up, probably the most popular cool weather fragrance out there right now from the house of Mercedes-Benz. We have Mercedes-Benz Club Black. All right, Mercedes-Benz Club Black. Vanilla bomb. You get hit with some leather and some incense, I believe, in here, or just incense. I definitely get the incense, but all you get is vanilla. Very, very good fragrance. The price of these things is going up, and rightfully so. Of course, do I want to see it back down to the $30 margin where it was? Of course I do. But I don't think it'll ever go back. You're going to pay $50 or $60 on discounts for this stuff, and it's worth every penny. I enjoyed this. I remember the first time I wear it out in the field, I was just blown away by the sillage that it gave me. And if you're a fan of vanilla, you definitely should look into this. This is something that's going to be great and pay massive dividends for you. I really enjoy this stuff. This summer, I'll be trying to sneak and get me a backup bottle because I know everybody else will be paying attention to summer fragrances in the heat of summer. So I definitely be getting a backup bottle to this when, eyes are looking the other way. So from the house of Mercedes-Benz, we got Mercedes-Benz Club Black. This fragrance was amazing and did very, very well for me. Very, very well. Love this stuff. All right, next up on my list, this one stole the show. Didn't see this one coming. Kind of blew my mind. I was all hung up on its, one of the other flavors from this line, but this one right here is the best to me. From the house of Armani, you have Armani Co's Profumo. Armani Co's Profumo, man. Talk about a great fragrance. Great fragrance. You got your leather in here. You got vanilla in here. Just a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I love the Absolute, and I wore that a few times this past fall and past winter, but I wore this more. When I got it, the way that the tonka and the vanilla wrapped around with the leather, it's just great. It's what I prefer. And it stood out right away. And I blind bought this. I had heard about it. A friend of mine, well, my brother, my homie, Kevin Dunbar, he talked about it. We went back and forth. And I ain't gonna say I blind bought it. I smelled it once, but I couldn't remember what it smelled like. It had been so long ago. But when I got refreshed with what this thing has to offer, this stuff is great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I'm gonna miss wearing it as it gets hotter. And I know it'll be definitely one of the first cold weather fragrances I grab when we get back to winter and fall later on this year. All right, so from the house of Armani, we got Armani Co's Profumo. Armani Co's Profumo. Love the bottle too. Very unique, different style bottle for sure. All right, the top one fell off this thing. I guess it wanted to come out and play. All right, last but not least, I recently just got this fragrance as well. I just did a review on it not too long ago, but I absolutely love this stuff. And I think I'm leaning towards it more than the one I loved before it. And I'm talking about from the house of Hugo Boss, we have the Scents Absolute. Look at that dent in there. You can see the dent in there. I've been wearing it out. Now before this, of course, Private Accord. Private Accord is the most popular, and rightfully so. I love Private Accord. I love it. I mean, when I wear it, it's just game over when I wear it. But this one has a hold on me. I really enjoyed this one. I've been wearing this a lot out the chute. I'm definitely anticipating the Le Parfum that's coming out. But if I gotta keep it real right now, today, as I'm doing this video, talking to you guys, I'm going to take the Absolute as my favorite here. I really love the EDT. I love the Private Accord, but this one just does the job in a way that I want it to. It's long lasting, it has performance, it fights through the cold. It's just sitting around me great. The sillage on this thing is beautiful, and I love it. That Maninka fruit and that ginger, you know, do a great dance, and that vetiver in there kind of give off this chocolatey type of chord, even though chocolate isn't listed, but you definitely get it in this fragrance. But I love it. I love what it does. I love the performance. It's of course stronger than the Private Accord, a little bit more richer, has a little bit more body than the Private Accord. But I wish the Private Accord was as rich as this. If you have both of these, you know what I'm talking about. But I wish Private Accord was as rich. But I love this stuff, as you can see from the dent, from the house of Hugo Boss. The Absolute flanker from the scent line is fantastic. Fantastic. Great stuff. Great stuff. All right, guys, that's pretty much all I have for the day. So we did 6 fragrances. All 6 of those are fragrances that I wore repeatedly through the fall and the winter. You know, like I said, the weather is changing here. It's very warm out this afternoon. And I said, well, we might as well go ahead and shoot this video because we'll be talking about lemons and bergamots and all kind of oranges and all that more often than tonkas and vanillas and ambers and all that, man. So those are the fragrances I wore the most this past fall and winter. Let me know if you guys have any of these. Let me know if you guys spent time with them. Let me know if you guys don't like any of those or some of those. I want to know. Let's go down and talk about it in the comments, my Smell Good family, and I'll meet you guys there. So until next time, you guys be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves, okay? Like, comment, subscribe if you have not. Almost to 700. Share this channel, share these videos. We're almost to 700. When I hit a milestone, we hit a milestone, and that's genuine and that's sincere, for real. So Smell Good Family podcast episodes are rolling out, more vlogs coming. We shaking and we moving, man. Shout out to the NPN network as well for powering this content. All right, so be cool, be safe, and I'll see you guys later. Well, on the next fragrance video.